If you could live your life over, would you still marry your wife? No. That was the answer Zeke Crawford, age 47, gave during a media interview. Overnight, it went viral. The marriage I had carefully nurtured for 20 years, the greatest achievement of my life, was shattered into a ridiculous farce by that single word. Trapped and humiliated, I was contemplating my next move when a car crash sent us hurtling back in time, back to the year we first met. I was 24. We were at a formal meeting arranged by our families, a prelude to a merger masquerading as marriage. Suddenly, Zeke stood up, cutting his mother off mid-sentence. "I'm sorry, Miss Astor," he said, his voice firm, "but I have a girlfriend. We're done here." My expression didn't flicker. As he turned and strode toward the door, I called out to his retreating back. Then, "Mr. Crawford, I suppose this is goodbye for good?" His footsteps faltered for a fraction of a second. He didn't turn around. He just quickened his pace and walked out of my life. My new morning routine began with yoga in the courtyard, followed by feeding the koi in our pond. After a slow, leisurely breakfast, I finally picked up my phone. As expected, it was flooded with messages, inquiries, expressions of concern, morbid curiosity, and of course, those who were just here to watch the spectacle unfold. I knew this would happen the moment Zeke's interview aired last night. It wasn't surprising. As a titan in the world of high finance, his personal conduct had always been an anomaly. He didn't smoke or drink, never gambled, and steered clear of scandals. In every public appearance, at every event, the only woman the cameras ever captured by his side was me, his legitimate wife. Over time, the legend of Zeke Crawford and his devoted wife became a celebrated tale in our circle, a story of deep love and perfect harmony. But now, on the cusp of 50, he had personally confessed to the world that our 2 decades of marriage were, for him, a source of profound regret. What a regret indeed. After 2 days, with neither of the involved parties making a statement, the media frenzy began to die down. But Zeke never offered me a single word of explanation. It seemed my feelings weren't a factor in his considerations. For a woman of my standing, being tactful and understanding the bigger picture were basic requirements. I had always played my part perfectly. But now, a rebellious spark I hadn't felt in years ignited within me. In the car on the way to a gala, I was the one to break the heavy silence. "It's Gwen, isn't it?" I kept my voice even. "She's back, so you're desperate to prove something." He was reviewing a financial report. At my words, the index finger resting on his tailored trousers curled involuntarily. It was a minuscule movement, but after years of sharing a life, I knew it was a tell. He was guilty. So it really was Gwen. What a romantic fool he was. The ghost of a first love, a flame that had burned in his heart for so many years, undying and brilliant. And me? I wasn't even a bloodstain on the wall, just a decorative piece, a wife he'd married out of familial duty. He heard my soft, derisive laugh and finally turned to face me. "Ari, don't overthink it. This has nothing to do with anyone else." God, I hated that placid, unreadable face of his. It made everything I did, everything I felt, seem like a childish tantrum. "You're right," I said, my voice dripping with sarcasm. "She's not just anyone. She's the love of your life. My mistake, for being the placeholder for 20 years. His brow furrowed, and he let out a sigh of weary resignation. He placed his large, warm hand over mine, a classic maneuver to deflect and pacify. "If you're not feeling up to it, we can go home. We don't have to attend the gala tonight." But I was done being placated.